For those of you who have asked me recently, I had a few different ideas on what I'm going to do for the Corvette exhaust, but I finally just one day bought an eBay exhaust. I straight up bought the absolute cheapest exhaust I could get, which happened to be a DNA motoring, which I don't know, I had a live stream and I opened the box up and everything. Someone said that it's actually pretty good company or something. I don't really know. I'm sure you guys will tell me, but I don't know. I didn't really care who it was. I didn't look up any reviews at all. I just bought it. I figured I was going to modify it if I don't like it, especially the tips. That's the one big thing I hate about this exhaust is the tips. They're so ugly. They're like round and kind of so I'm either going to do like quad blast pipes or I'll just get some different round exhaust tips. But it's just this exhaust was so much cheaper than any of my other options that it made sense to go with this one and then change the tips. And then that way I could do something a little bit more unique, since I don't want to just be like every other Corvette, obviously. I got this thing back. It's got the headlight covers are painted. They're all primered up and ready to be wrapped. We got this taken care of as well. There's that chunk missing, so that's taken care of. This thing's ready for wrap, but that came in like 2 days after I ordered it. Not even 2 days. I ordered it like a day and a half and then it already showed up, so that's awesome. But it's actually really easy to put it on this car. I've done it several times on that car. So we're gonna jack this thing up. Pretty much all you gotta do is jack up that rear end really high. Usually when you have to do this, you're gonna have to put a block on top of this. This won't even jack it up high enough in order to take out the whole muffler and everything. Since it does go up and over the transaxle, in order to get it out, you have to bring it way down and around, and just you need a bunch of clearance down at the bottom. So unless you don't have a lift, you're gonna have to put wood on this, and it's kind of sketchy since these jacks don't go high enough. Luckily I cut it off. Now what we're gonna have to do is just loosen those bolts, take it off, and the new exhaust is a two-piece, so we won't even have to deal with that. I forgot, we have to drop the sway bar, or at least the places where the sway bar mounts. That way we can get the exhaust out. As you can see, it's a two-piece kit. That makes it a lot easier for installation. And you can see the tips here, how they're oval. I hate that. We're gonna change these out like as soon as possible. I don't think they're gonna get done for about a week or two, so we're just gonna have to deal with these ugly ones for now. But overall, the quality of this thing actually seems really nice. Now, I'm not sponsored by this company at all. I straight up bought this off of eBay. This is the absolute cheapest kit I could find. This is even cheaper than some of the other exhaust systems I found used, and it really seems pretty good. I mean, it's all TIG welded, seems pretty nice. I don't know if this is stainless steel or what. We'll see how fitment is, but it really isn't bad. I haven't looked up how this thing sounds or reviews at all, so I don't know much of what other people have said about this, but we're just gonna find out. We're gonna go ahead and install this. Hopefully these are a little bit easier to put in than those were to take out, because they are a little bit longer. We're gonna go ahead and install this. I will start it up for you. We'll drive it around and we'll see how it sounds. Well, here you can see the disadvantage of having a two-piece exhaust rather than the entire thing being a single piece. I couldn't get this one to line up right. This one is kind of pointed like this way, so I mean, it's not a huge deal since I'm cutting these tips off, but it is going to have to be addressed later. These tips are actually not half bad once I uncovered them a little bit. Still not a big fan of them. I don't really like this oval look, but these look good. Who knows if they sound good. I'm going to set this thing down as low as possible that I'll still be able to get under there and feel for any leaks. This one did strip, so it's tight, but it's stripped on there, so I can't even make it any tighter. That one I could only get it so tight, and those ones should be plenty tight. So I'm gonna let this down a little bit, start it up, we'll see how it sounds, and we'll check for any leaks. First startup, here we go. Kind of scared, but I don't really think it's, I'd like to think that it's pretty hard to make an LS sound bad. That sounds pretty damn good. Although it sounds good, it's leaking out of every single spot that we undid. Those are super tight. I don't know why those are leaking. I'm gonna tighten the shit out of those. This one I can't tighten anymore, so I'll probably replace that bolt. That one, I'll probably replace that bolt too, just because, I don't know, I was probably gonna end up stripping that one too, but you can see it's leaking. You see the gas out of pretty much everywhere, but I am pretty pleased with the sound. We'll have to see how it sounds once I actually like get on it on the road and everything, but I'm pretty happy with it, especially for the cheapest eBay exhaust I could get. But I'll address those and then we'll take it for a ride. So I just spent about an hour going and getting hardware and making sure that all this is tightened up. I switched out the gaskets for the old ones that were in the back over there. So we got the old gaskets are in there that are actually, they seem to be better because the other ones blew out already. These ones have grade 8.8 bolts in there. I got silver ones. That's pretty much to help match, I guess. I don't know, whatever. Just aesthetics. Anyways, those are tight as shit. A little bit longer, that way it's easier to put them on. I was able to get this fitment a little bit better. At least it looks halfway decent from far enough away. I'm gonna go ahead and start it up, make sure that there's no more leaks. There's no more drips or anything, so I think we're good. So I just took this thing out for a little trip. I wasn't really able to film, I was kind of in a rush. I had to pick up my headlight covers, and then I had to get the front part that was done bodywork, because I guess like the way the primer kind of like sinks in a little bit, and so whatever. It's perfect now, and so are the headlight covers, so everything is 100% ready to be wrapped. Very excited for this. I'm actually heading up to LA, so I'm kind of in a rush. I can't really film me driving around with the exhaust, but I have to say, quick overview with the exhaust. It's basically the same exact, it basically sounds exactly the same. It's just a little bit more muffled. There's no rasp at all. The whole point of getting this exhaust was just basically so I didn't have to build a whole bunch of shit to be able to get the exhaust that I wanted, and this way at least I have something for now. But I like this exhaust. I think it sounds good. I wish it was a little bit louder, but I'm sure it'll be a lot louder once we get some headers and an X-pipe and so on, and get rid of some other stuff that restrict the motor. Hopefully, a lot of people, you guys have been asking me about a cam. I hope that comes relatively soon. We'll see. Probably a couple months down the line, but that's probably going to be one of the last things we're going to do. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and peace out.